project in which I deal, on the one hand, with analyzing a photographic image. This painting is somehow based on archive photos and information that I find in archives. On the other hand, it relies on a grotesque moment of history of Poland in the 1920s, when Poles had big colonial ambitions. And these stories translate to some situations and way of thinking and some attitudes that are visible now in the politics and the way that some tendencies uh, come to voice in our country. But this is also a story telling a bit about migration, nano-racism, and these kind of things. So these are more short, well, not short, points, anchors, which help us navigate. I'd like to show the returns to nationalistic ideas about how society could be built and community could be built, this cult of nationalism, different things. And being in a position to people that we can call strangers, we can treat them in a different way. So this is more or less what I wanted to tell through my story. This is just a part of my project. And there is also a separate description of these pictures on the wall. Thank you. That's all from me. Here, on the other wall, we have 3 paintings by Maciej Maciejewski. I'm happy that you are here with us. And I'm happy that we are all together. Even though in this little piece of floor, when you look at me, I'm alone now. It may seem that I'm alone, but they are behind me. Somehow, I'm also behind them. I'm not going to talk too much, so maybe I'll present my paintings. These are the deep consumption, immerse in deep consumption. He is, she is, it is none. And the passage. And I hope they will speak to you. Kama Świerat, next pictures. I'm also very happy that I can be here, invited by Asha, together with other people. We created something that we are satisfied with, and I hope that you receive it also warmly. I'm presenting here 2 cycles of objects. This is how we can call them. These are mixed media on paper. This series started from graphic forms, which were initiated in Cieszyn. I created them in Cieszyn first. And I'm presenting here series that are next passage to this form. That abstraction is to expand it, to get it beyond paper, so to say, to make them more spatial. I reach in them, literally inside human beings. You can see things that can be hidden inside the human body, and I'm also reaching to some intimate sphere. From the very beginning, I wanted to use materials that are very pleasant to touch, because I'm presenting them without a glass. I feel like provoking you to touch these works. So I hope that you would you like us to touch them? No, not necessarily. Okay, but this intimacy works this way that you feel like touching it. We normally need this permission. We at least should get permission to get a consent to be touched. I allow you to touch my works today. Thank you. And the last person, Katarzyna Zakrzewska. Welcome, everyone. Behind you have pieces that are the history of overlooking. Naturally, in the space that we were just floating in the air, we moved to the space where we are talking a lot about humans, Earth, and topics of emptiness and space. So these topics are very tangible with us. My pieces are a personal story, related also to a very universal story of civilization, related to leaving nature and helplessness, to reconstruct nature that we remember from the past when we were children. I'm very sad to observe what is going on around in the nature, so this is what my story is about. Thank you.